Hello, my adorable friends, and welcome to another reading video. All right, it's a new week. A new week means new letter sounds. Oh, yeah. So this week we are working on the letter sounds that make the ow sound, just like this word, k-ow, cow. When we make that ow sound, sometimes it's with the letter combination O-W, and sometimes it's O-U. So let's practice a few. Say this with me. Cloud. Cloud. All together. Cloud. Next one. Crown. Crown. All together. Crown. Good. Next one. Mouth. Mouth. All together. Mouth. Last one. Owl. Owl. Good. So that's what we're working on this week. We're working on some ow sounds. So let's break down a few more. So let's break down a couple words together. Break this down with me. Per, ow, ow, proud. So proud, proud. Like I am proud of all of you. Okay, let's try the next one. We have g. Then we have g-ow. Then we have g-ow. Gown. Say it with me. Gown. Good. Make sure you are breaking this down with me at home. That is the only way we get to be rock star readers and get our extra practice sounding out new words that we don't know is by doing it with me at home, whether you're on your couch, in your bedroom, in the car while mom's driving you to the store, wherever you are. Say this all out loud with me. Okay? Let's break down the next few. Remember, whenever we have the SH, it makes the sh sound. Everybody say that with me. Shh. Good. And we have the OU combination, so we're going to have ow. And then that T says t. So let's put it all together. Sh, out, shout, shout. Good. Let's try it. The next one. Remember when we have the CH combination, it makes the ch sound. Say that with me. Ch. Good. Let's break it down. Ready? Couch. Couch. All together. Couch. Nice work, my friends. Okay, so that was the OU combination. Now we need to practice the OW. Are you ready? With burr, ow, brown, all together. Brown. Nice. Very last one. Are you ready? Growl. Growl. All together. Growl. Nice job, my friends. You're going to be ow sounding maniacs by the end of this week. I promise. All right. New week also means new sight words. Say them with me. Before. About. Even. Done. It is important to brush your teeth before you go to bed so you don't get cavities on your teeth. True story. About. Tell me what that story was all about. Give me those key details. Even. We have to break the cookie in half so each of us get an even piece. Meaning the same, right? Last one. Done. When you are all done with your work today, please go outside and enjoy the sunshine. Please. But make sure you're all done with your work. Got it? All right, same with me, my friends. Rapid fire. Before, about, even, done. Awesome, my friends. Let's switch over and talk about today's work. All right, here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about this week's reading log. Of course, we have some sight words to practice. We are going to do some work in our ELA work number 4 book. And we are going to do some writing in our journal. So go ahead and hit pause. Go grab these 4 books, your pencil, and come on back when you're ready. All right, if you're back with me, that tells me you have all your books, your pencil, and you're ready to rock and roll. First things first, we're going to talk about this week's reading log. Let's open up to the reading log that says My Main Idea Reading Log. Excuse me. Okay, remember the main idea is the big picture from the story. It's what the story is all about. So this week you're going to read your book, write the title, and you're going to write the main idea of the book. So it's what the story is mostly about. And if you read the sentence starter, it says this story is mostly about blank. So what is it mostly about? Is it mostly about dragons and knights, princesses and princes, cars and trucks? Is it nonfiction and you're learning about animals? So whatever the story is mostly about, finish that sentence for me. It doesn't have to be long, but I do like some details so I have a really good understanding of what the story is all about. I want to know if you're reading something super cool and interesting and I want to read it. And I won't know that it's super cool and interesting if you don't tell me what it's mostly about. Okay, friends? As always, if you have questions about your reading log, let me know, but I feel like we've got that down pretty good now. Next thing we're going to work on, let me get all our books out of the way, are our sight words. Let's open up all the way to the page, or the word move. Okay, if you need more time, you just hit pause. We're going to keep moving forward. Say this word with me, move. Good, let's read the sentence together. They move into a new house. We're going to write it, find it, write it, and draw it. Go ahead and hit pause. Work on move. Come on back when you are ready. Okay, if you're back with me, that tells me you're all done with move. Let's turn the page. Now we're going to work on the word try. Say that with me. Try. Good. Let's read this sentence. Try on this dress. Write it. Find it. Write it. Draw it. Hit pause. Work on try. Come back when you're ready. Okay, if you're back with me, that tells me you're all done with try. So now we're moving along to our ELA work number 4. Let's open up to page 27. All right, so this week we are working on those ow sound words. So we're going to be looking for words with the ow sound, and we're going to be working on our high frequency words, or remember, those are just our sight words. Excuse me. So we're going to sort the words based on whether they have the OW or the OU, ow combination. And then you're going to have 2 words that do not have the ow sound. So let's go through and read the words in the word bank. Make sure you're reading these with me. Ready? Before, brown, count, done, down, frown, how, loud, round, sprout. Okay. So now we're going to go through and we're going to look for those words with the OW. So if it has an OW combination, it's going to go in spaces 1 through 4. So go ahead and hit pause and find all of the words with the OW combination. Okay, if you're back with me, that tells me you found all 4 of the words with OW. Now we're going to go through and look for the 4 words with the OU combination. And for extra practice, I would recommend reading the words out loud, saying them as you're writing them for extra practice. So go ahead and hit pause and find all 4 of the OU words. Okay, and finally, if you're back with me, that tells me you are down to number 9 and 10. Now, you should have 2 words left that do not have the ow sound. They are our sight words for the week. So hit pause and give me the 2 words that do not have the ow. They do not have OW or OU for 9 and 10. All right, now we're done with page 27. You will send me a picture of this in Seesaw when we're all done with today's video. Now we're going to turn the page and we're going to work on page 28. Oh my goodness, and I just realized we forgot to put our names and the date on the last page, but that's okay. We'll do it on this page. So first we have to stop and put our name at the top. Mrs. Sae-Wong was so excited to start our learning, I forgot. And you know what? That happens. And let's talk about today's date. We all know what it is because we've all watched Number Corner. So say it with me. 5-10-21. Good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to read the words in the word box. Then we're going to write the word that names each picture. Then we're going to underline the letters that stand for the ow sound in each word. So let's read these words together. Make sure you are saying them out loud with me. Ready? Cloud, frown, hound, couch, gown, town. Good. So let's look at picture number 1. Is this a happy face? I'm going to call that a frown. Say that with me. Frown. He is frowning. He's like, ooh, I'm angry. So we're going to write the word, and we're going to take this opportunity to write nice and neat. We're not going to be all over the place. Our letters aren't going to be crazy. This is a great time to practice that neat handwriting. So we picked the word from the word bank. We wrote it down. Now we need to underline the letters that make that ow sound. So in this one, it's the O-W. So I'm going to underline O-W. So go ahead and hit pause. Make sure you have frown written. You've underlined the ow sound. And then come on back. Okay, now I want you to go through and look at each of the pictures and give me your best guess what word from the word bank matches the picture. I want you to do the rest on your own because I want to see if you all can figure out the pictures and the ow sounds. Do your best. I don't want you getting stressed. I don't want you frustrated, but this is a great time of the school year for me to see if you were getting the hang of picking words out of a word bank to either add them to the pictures or to add them to sentences. Then, when you are all done adding the words below the pictures, you're going to write a sentence using the word with the ow sound. So one of these words with that ow sound, I want a sentence. Make sure you give me some details. You give me a capital letter at the beginning and some punctuation at the end. Go ahead and hit pause and finish page 28. All right, my friends, if you're back with me, that tells me you're done with page 28. Now what we need to do is we need to get out our writing journals, and we're going to open up to the next blank page in your book. This week we are going to be, or not this week, this unit. So we're in unit 9. Did we talk about that? Oh my gosh, Mrs. Sae-Wong is just jumping all over the place. We're in unit 9 now. Holy moly. So I'm a little bit sad to say, but we won't get to unit 10. So we'll make sure that we really enjoy unit 9. We'll take a glance at unit 10 before we start turning in all of our computers in a few weeks. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's just, 3.5 weeks before we turn in all of our stuff. But, my friends, we're in Unit 9. That means we're learning about something new. What are we learning about? We are learning about goods and services. Goods are like the food and the shoes and the clothes and the stuff that we buy at stores. Services are doctors, auto mechanics, plumbers who come and fix our house. So the question that we need to keep in our brain is, why do people trade with each other? What does that mean to trade with each other? What are we trading? Well, think about it. If you go to the grocery store and you want some of this food, can you just take it? No, you have to give the store something. And what do we give the store when we want to go get food? Right, we have to give the store money. So we trade the store money to be able to take home some food. Same with when we go to a clothes store or to get shoes. We give them money for them to give us their shoes or their clothes. Okay, so why do we trade money for these things? Why do we need these things? That's what we're going to be spending a lot of time talking about. So today, we are going to read a story from Dairy Farm to You. And we are going, excuse me, I have the hiccups. We are going to read about the things that farms trade and that we trade to get what's on the farm to the grocery store to our homes. And that is where our journal is going to come in handy. We are going to write 3 important details from the story. And again, the story is, let's see if I can get them on the same page. You know, Mrs. Sae-Wong is not always the best at this. There we go. We're reading from Dairy Farm. To You. So we're reading from Dairy Farm to You, and you are going to write down 3 important details from the story, those key details, the important stuff that we're learning about. Okay? And I almost did it again. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put our name and the date. Let's do that right now as well. Lots of writing, but that's okay. So I'm going to write my name, you write your name, and the date, which is 5-10-21. Okay, hit pause. Make sure you have the title written down. Write down what we need to write in our journal, and then come on back when you're ready, and we'll read the story. Okay, if you're back with me, that tells me you have everything written down. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this big so we can read the story together. I want you to sit back and listen to the information and think about what sounds important. What are we talking about when we talk about from Dairy Farm to You, when we talk about goods and trading something for something else? Sometimes you maybe even trade, like at Halloween, when you go and get all that candy, you might trade your candy. You might want that Snickers and your brother has that Reese's cup and you trade your candy with each other. It doesn't always have to be money and it doesn't always have to be at a store. So just keep those things in the back of your super smart brains while we read. Ready? From Dairy Farm to You. How does milk get from the farm to you? First, the cows must be milked. Most dairy farmers milk the cows using special machines inside a dairy barn. The milk is pumped into a holding tank. The tank is cold, so the milk stays fresh. Next, the milk is pumped into a tank truck. The truck hauls the milk to a processing plant. There, the milk is pasteurized or treated to make it safe to drink. It is heated until it is very hot, then quickly cooled. This kills any bad germs in the milk. Oh, that's interesting. After that, the milk goes into bottles and cartons that have a date on them. The date tells how long the milk will stay fresh. Then the cartons are sent on their way. Have you ever noticed that when you buy milk at the store or other food, there are dates on the containers? Those are the expiration dates, and that tells us if the food is still good or not. If it's past the expiration date, sometimes it's not safe to eat that food anymore. So you have to pay attention to those dates. Milk is a good. The people who stack the cartons and the truck driver who hauls them to stores provide a service. So the milk is considered a good. It's something that we're going to trade money for. The truck drivers and the people that drive the milk to the grocery store and the people who work for the grocery store that put the milk on the shelf, They are providing us a service by making the product available for us to buy. At last, the milk arrives at the store. Workers place the milk inside large refrigerators to keep it cold. Finally, you and your family buy the milk and take it home. As you enjoy a cold glass of milk, think about its journey from the dairy farm to you. All right, so we just learned about a good, something that a lot of us drink in our homes, something that a lot of us don't even realize. So I know when we think about milk from cows, we just think about the milk we drink. But what about cheese? What about yogurt? What about all of the different products that we find in the store that are made from milk? There's a lot. So those are all goods that we will trade money for, or we will trade for. And we also have to appreciate the people who provide the service of making those goods available. The truck drivers who drive across our country to bring us groceries. The people who work at the grocery stores and they stay so busy to make sure all of the shelves are full of the food we need. Okay, so those are some important details. But let's go back to the beginning and let's think about, how are the cows milked? How do they keep the milk fresh so it doesn't go bad? How do we make sure that we know if the milk is still fresh and safe to drink and if the food on the shelves is still safe to eat? These are all things to keep in mind. I'm going to read the story one more time just so I know everybody has heard all of the important details. So make sure you're listening and thinking about what 3 details you want to add to your journal. Ready? From dairy farm to you. How does milk get from the farm to you? First, the cows must be milked. Most dairy farmers milk the cows using special machines inside a dairy barn. The milk is pumped into a holding tank. The tank is cold so the milk stays fresh. Next, the milk is pumped into a tank truck. The truck hauls the milk to a processing plant. There, the milk is pasteurized or treated to make it safe to drink. So we can't drink the milk straight from the cow. It has to go through this process to make it safe. It is heated until it is very hot, then quickly cooled. This kills any bad germs in the milk. So think about when your family is boiling something on the stove and is boiling, and is bubbling. So they get the milk really hot, and then as soon as it's hot enough, they put it right into a refrigerator to make it cold so that it's pasteurized, kills the bad germs, and makes it safe for us to drink. After that, the milk goes into bottles and cartons that have a date on them. The date tells how long the milk will stay fresh. Then the cartons are sent on their way. Milk is a good. The people who stack the cartons and the truck driver who hauls them to stores provide a service. At last, the milk arrives at the store. Workers place the milk inside large refrigerators to keep it cold. Finally, you and your family buy the milk and take it home. As you enjoy a cold glass of milk, think about its journey from the dairy farm to you. All right, my friends, so now's the time to go back and add our 3 important details. I do want complete sentences. I don't want to just see, we get milk from cows. Nope. How do we get milk from cows? Drivers drive the milk to the store. Nope. If they are, what are they providing? Drivers provide a service by taking the milk to the store. Okay? So make sure you give me 3 complete sentences. Hit rewind if you need to listen to the story again. Go ahead and hit pause, though, if you are ready to write down your 3 important details. All right, my friends, that's it. If you are all done, head on over to Seesaw. Make sure you send me pictures of both page 27 and 28 in your pink ELA book. And make sure you send me a picture of your journal writing with the important details from the story From Dairy Farm to You. That's it. I will see you all at our meetings later and in our other videos. Let me know if you ever have any questions. Other than that, I will see you later. Bye, friends.